Every single person I ask, most of the time goes, yeah, once. It was like one time it happened. And generally it wasn't a good experience. Cool. So this is the lightning round. We're here doing the lightning round. And these are just 10 fun little questions sent in by the listeners that are kind of just to find out more about each of you. Really super casual. And everyone knows you have not seen these questions before. So whatever comes to the top of your head, just go for it. And to keep it fair, we'll go Ruaridh, Jean-Paul, then we'll go Jean-Paul, Ruaridh on those kind of things. Okay. So, starting with you first, what is one accomplishment you would like to achieve in the next year?
I'm going to Scotland this summer. I'd love to win the World Pipe Band Championships with Inveraray District Pipe Band. That's
yes. Yeah. Have you been there before?
Yeah, I played with the band 3 years in a row.
Cool. Very
a while
cool.
ago.
Yeah. And how about you?
I would love to take some like really intense like Martha Graham
movement stuff,
like
cool
dance classes. Yeah,
very, very cool.
Yeah.
What is one item you would like to have an unlimited supply of?
Ooh, I love Jumbo Freezies so much.
You were giving him so much crap about Fudgesicles earlier.
Listen, those are very like rich. Like it's like there's like dairy involved. Like it's just juice.
You know what? When I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong, and I was wrong.
Freezies are just
You're
juice.
Right. Freezies is a different
Jumbo
ballgame.
Freezies. Yeah.
Love it. How about you?
Probably Fudgesicles, TBH. Maybe seeds. A supply of seeds.
Jeez. Cool. So back to you. When I go away on contract, I always pack my red plaid shirt. It's the first thing that kind of goes into my suitcase. If you're going away somewhere, what is the first thing you pack?
My sage diffuser. It goes in the middle of the suitcase and the clothes go around it to protect it.
Yeah, those are delicate. You travel with that thing?
Always, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. How about you?
My blanket.
A specific blanket?
It's like a baby blanket.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Those
comfort.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What is one movie you think needs to be turned into a musical or play?
The Virgin Suicides.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Musical or play?
I don't know. That's a good question. I just think it's so. I think the movie. Okay, I read the book. So I watched a movie first. I read the book, and I just think it's like beautiful and dreamy and wonderful. And in the movie, everything's shot through like a pink candy wrapper, right?
Yeah.
And it's like so. I just think it would be like a really beautiful stage
adaptation.
Yeah.
Cool.
You could do lots
Very
of cool
cool.
stuff with that.
One of my favorite movies is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and I think it would make a beautiful play, but it would have to have a $30 billion budget
to get that
and
done.
different from the movie. And also, The Keepers on Netflix. I don't know how you do it, but a docuplay about the Keepers. Watch it. It's so good. You'll never stop.
Keeper. That's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. It's about a nun who was murdered in 1969, I believe.
Yes. Okay.
It's
I did
creepy,
see that. Yeah.
but the people that are in it are so interesting. So I would love to see that as a play.
Very
docuplay.
Cool. So then, okay, back to you. Let's say if you back when you were working. Let's go when you were working at the restaurant or something like that. So if you've had a really long day or a big long day, or even let's say you've been traveling doing something, when you get home, what is the first thing you really like to do?
I'm a night showerer. I don't often do it in the morning. I'll wash my face in the morning, but I'm a showerer at night, so I would do that. That was my thing.
How about you, Jean-Paul?
I like a lot of quiet, so I will just like be in silence for a long time.
Cool.
I'm a restaurant person. I'm a host, so I talk all the time.
Constant noise. Yeah.
The same thing I'm saying over and over again to a million different people. Sometimes at the end of a super long shift, I just like don't have words left in my brain. I'm like I can't. I'll go to buy like a piece of pizza after work and just be like I don't have any words left. So I just get home and I just sit down and I kind of like incubate myself for like 45 minutes maybe. Don't want to talk to anybody, just be in the dark, just like this, and then I'll be like ready to regroup.
Yeah, I think that's great. I totally understand that. I've noted my magic number with these podcasts, I can't do any more than 3. There was one time I tried to do 4 in a day, and by the 4th one I felt so bad because I was like, I'm out of work. Like I can't talk anymore. Yeah. So I think we do have a finite amount of that stuff for sure. So if you could pick one band or artist to make a musical out of their music, who would it be?
I don't know. That's.
I have an answer.
I know this is a lightning round. I'm supposed to be like.
The secret of the lightning round. It's never that lightning.
Question again?
If you an artist or band and you want to make a music, it's like a jukebox musical, pretty much out of their music. If you could pick an artist.
Oh wow. I listen to like a lot of like sad music, so I feel like Lana Del Rey.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
I'd
But
be into
that's
that.
just gonna be like
That'd
it's gonna
be a
be
show.
a year long because all of her songs are like 8 minutes long, and she's like, bye, bye. Like
Yeah.
you know, I'll be in the front row like yeah, but everyone else is gonna be like or have left.
That's so
But
funny.
LDR, my sweet beautiful
Hey, this is
Lana
the
Del
lightning
Rey.
round. You can make it can be any show you want.
Great.
So that's perfect. And Burry, how about you?
Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Loved them when I was like in high school, but then like in the last 3 years they just released an album, and Edward and Jade, you know, like Jade Alexander and Home, they broke up, and then they made this like totally like weird sad album without Jade because they broke up and she left the band.
Oh, wow.
And their whole love story is like chronicled in the songs. Like the first 3 or 4 albums are just like love, 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 horn, love, 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 love.
Yeah.
And the next one is really dark and weird. So I'd love to like make a musical out of that.
Cool.
Their relationship with
That's
the
interesting.
music.
I didn't know they'd put out a new album. I'll have to check that out.
It's so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is the last series, album, or podcast that you binged?
Oh no. I mean, The Keepers comes to mind. Game of Thrones. I just finished watching the most recent series again.
They gotta get synced up for that's
Yes,
gotta
it's
be
coming
starting kind of soon, right?
Yeah, it is.
Very
So-
exciting. Cool. And how about you?
I watched the HBO miniseries Sharp Objects
What is that?
with Amy Adams and Chris Messina and Patricia Arquette, I think it is. It was a book. It's about Amy Adams works at a police station, and some people go missing in her like very small American town from back home. So the head of the police station is like, why don't you go back there and just like, you know, do some investigation work.
Yeah.
But she's had a very like terrible childhood and time growing back up there, and she's like, I don't really want to go back there.
Interesting.
But he says to go back there, and she does, and it's just like her world is like just unravels. Like,
Wow.
it's amazing.
It's
It'll make
called
you very upset. It was a very like upsetting.
It's one of those, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I loved it. I loved it. Amy
It's got
Adams
Sharp
is
Sharp
wonderful.
Objects?
Sharp Objects, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll check
Great
it out.
soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
Amazing.
Yes.
Now I'll have to. So you both get separate questions on this because there's 2 of you now, and I want it to be like snap
Got it.
first. So I'll ask you first. One. What are the first lyrics that come to your head? 1, 2, 3, go.
Where do we go from here?
Cool. What is the first movie quote that comes to your head?
You never know what's coming for you.
Amazing. And now that they've both been said, I want to talk a little bit about it, but I wanted to get them out quick so that you didn't sit on too much. So where do we go from here? What is that from?
It's from Evita.
Oh, of course.
I don't like Evita.
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey sings a cover
Of an Evita tune?
What's it called? You Must Love Me. That's the song. It's from You Must Love Me.
So you
Where
went
do we
landed
go
over from the last
here?
question to that.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes,
Very
yes,
cool.
yes. But that is a classic, like, you know, lean your head against the like rainy window and like sing it. And I guess I don't know. Yeah, that was the first.
Cool.
first
Very,
thing
very
that came to
cool.
mind.
And what was yours from?
The Curious. I promise I've watched more than 4 things in my life. It's from The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. We just talked about it. I don't know.
And it was there. Cool, cool.
It's
I
a
love
great
it.
quote. You never know what's coming for you.
Yeah.
It's true.
And then this is the last one, and it's again back to both of you, so it's all good. But what is one show that is kind of an odd question, but I really like it? What is one show that you love but would never want to be in? So it's a show that you kind of admire from afar. Like mine is Cats, for example. Like I think Cats is awesome. I have nothing bad to say about it. I don't want to be in Cats.
Yeah. West Side, actually.
Fair,
Unless
yeah.
I'm playing Glad Hand or the Krupke or the like angry constable.
Yeah.
I love that show, but I never want to be in it.
Fair.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a good one.
I don't know. Probably something like really bad that I watch and I'm just like, like, I don't know. It's just like fun to watch. Terrible. Like I that's so stupid. I don't have an answer, but like, I don't know.
What would
I
you
don't
say?
know.
What would you say would be one of those shows? Like, because we all have our guilty pleasure musicals that we like that as well. What's a guilty pleasure musical that you're like, oh, I love it, but I hate that I love it.
Mine is Love Never Dies.
Loved it, really?
It gets stuck in my head.
How dare you? That's amazing.
I'm having a hard time. I feel like I like want to be in everything, but like I don't know. I don't know a show that I watch and never want to be in. I have no idea.
I'm into it.
So sorry.
You're stumped on
I'm
it.
so sorry.
This has been Let's Grab Comics.
Exactly. No, but that's great. Yeah. Well, actually, that is the last question. No, that was great. I'm just going to pause this, and then we'll just kind of finish it up with a few more questions.
Yeah.